Storm clouds moving in. Whatever's going on, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't be. Mike's where the page lie. It's about to begin. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going. If it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some news they don't understand. Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. If you want to know it first and you want to know it right, you got time to wait. Drunk Donkey Nation tells you Mike keeps you rain. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Look on my page, Drunk Donkey Nation. Yeah, here in Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation.
All right. Good morning. What's up? Oh, Alexa went off a little early today. I was still making coffee and the dang thing started going off. I was off like 2 minutes. But we're here. Lots to talk about. The weather, believe it or not, man, we got some strong storms brewing we're going to have to talk about, especially through Thanksgiving. So this is a countdown to Thanksgiving. Such a change of season. How's everybody doing? Right up. Look at this. Look what I just found. Who has these little guys? The Public salt and pepper shakers. We didn't have them put out yet. That's a part of the decorations. If you live in the South, you have to have Public salt and pepper shakers, but they don't sell them anymore, I don't think. Probably find them on eBay though. So how's everybody doing? This is Mike, our Daily Brew, brought to you by our great friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Florida's oldest family-operated fine wine and spirit store. Opening up new locations all across the state, all the time. Every time I go storm chasing, I see one. It's incredible. Every little town's got an ABC in it. I had a great weekend here in Oldsmar. They did their big fireworks display. I met an awesome group here. This really was a funny story, but these guys right here, Southbound 75, awesome Southern rock band. I love Southern rock. I love slide guitar. And turned out they're big fans. They came over and they followed the page. So we're going to do some fun stuff together. They're right here out of Tampa. Pretty big time, though, but I love that kind of rock and roll, man. So that was a pleasant treat for sure. But hope everybody's excited about Thanksgiving. Louis is, too. He's always looking for leftovers on the ground every time we're cooking. These dogs are like little vacuums. We'll say hello to some folks. We'll get into weather, I promise. OMG Wicks probably does. Terry Murphy, yep. Who was Ford? Somebody who posted the attic thing? Yeah, this is the. So I posted on our little Brew Crew chat area this morning. That's where all of our supporters hang out. Today is my most dreaded day on the planet, or of the year. It's when I pull out all the Christmas totes, and I talk about it every year. We've been going live since 2016 here on Facebook, now YouTube and X. But it is my most dreaded day of the year because I got to take about 50 trips up and down the attic. And I dread it. I'm like, oh, I got to work myself up for this. So once I get it all out, I'm taking a nap. That's my goal for Monday. I hate this day. But we'll get it done. And tomorrow I'll be able to share the good news that all the Christmas stuff's out. And Julie's off this week, so she's getting excited about decorating. Shelly, I might have to get an attic or a elevator. What's up, James? Let's say hi for a few minutes and we'll go right into the tropics. Believe it or not, there's 2 little spots. Biggest story, though, is Upper Gulf Coast. We're going to talk about a really strong, one thing cool about it. So, first off, disclaimer, I'm not a real meteorologist. Everybody knows that. We look at long-range forecasts. We look at trends. We look at things. We've been watching this dip in the jet stream now for a long time, and it's happening, obviously. Weird to see so many Storm Prediction Center outlooks for today for hatched areas. So, pretty big, severe threat for weather today, tonight, and tomorrow. But now we're seeing that secondary surge. We're going to talk about going into southeast and maybe Florida toward the end of the week. So that's definitely happening too. Thank you for the stars, Marcia Ruiz. Appreciate that. Jennifer, I know. I got to get it out. I can't wait. Mr. James, what's up? Emily hit a home run this weekend, James. It's over on X. Check it out. Girl's getting stronger and stronger. Hey, she had 21 innings this week, James. She had 43 strikeouts. Pretty amazing. She was throwing strikes. All right, so let's say hi for a few more minutes. John is having Thanksgiving dinner at Magic Kingdom Liberty Tree Tavern. How about that? What's that like? Katie from Savannah, good morning. Lauren from Delray. Spring Hill, Miss Ann. Oh, Michelle going to spend rehab with Thanksgiving. That's very important to Mom. More than you know. Catherine, thanks for the stars. What's up, Mr. Joel? Belinda, Pensacola. What's going on? Terry's birthday and Christmas all on Friday. That's like a trifecta. Thanksgiving, birthday, and Christmas all on one day. Oh, she was Shelly on fire. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, she's working so hard. I'm so excited about her future going to SPC. We met the athletic director this week, and everybody loves her. And it's going to be a fun 2 years of playing ball. And then we'll see what the following 2 years bring. I have to share this funny story real quick. So I ordered this today. I don't know. I think I've talked about this Santa Claus every year. So there's a dancing Santa Claus. It's only $100, $99 at Walmart. I've gone through 2 of these now. Do you remember the story last year? It stopped working, and I ended up making it a New Year's Eve prop. That's all I'm going to say. But I was so happy Walmart's got it back in stock. And what's cool about it, he talks, his mouth moves, he hangs, he dances. You can change, you can put your own music, or you can play their music in it. And it's got a Spanish music, which is kind of funny because we don't speak Spanish, but I love the music. It's like da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di. So the kids laugh. But you can put your own auxiliary jack in it, and I play my iPod out there, so I play my Christmas music. So it's $100, but it's at Walmart. I love this thing, so I just bought a new one. I'm so excited. Every year it breaks, and I'm like, I'm going to get another one. So I just wanted to share that. So we have Dancing Santa back at the house. All right, so last but not least, about 2 more weeks here where we have our big cruise specials. If you're waiting to the last second, because we always got everybody wait till the last second, we got 2 weeks left on our prices before you got to pay like a third more. So our Mike's Favorite Page Cruise is filling up fast. Some of the cabins are already sold out, but we got some saved. Luckily, it's in March. Love to see you. We got so many fans. It's so fun. I'd love to interact and mingle and hang out with you for a week. Plus, we do a lot of weather stuff too. But it's family fun, trust me. But if you're into that stuff, come hang with your Mike's Weather Page partiers, and it's a great time. Furman helps sponsor it, and he'll be there, Mr. Jason. So it's a good family reunion where we get to all hang out and party together. So just wanted to point that out. Got about 2 more weeks left on these awesome prices. Radar. Here we go. Let's talk about it. So here is the current radar. Starting to see a low pressure land cane. It's going to be a spinner. It's going to actually look like a land cane. It's going to whip up some storms here. They're already starting to brew, but once we get closer to the noontime hour, things are really going to get popping. This is like spring in November. This is thanks to El Nino and jet streams and warm water and Gulf of Mexico and all that stuff. So big weather story today unfolding. That's what the radar looks like. Here's tropics, so let's get this out of the way. Yes, there's still 2 yellow areas on the tropics map. This is up to 30%, this yellow banana. It's got leftover DNA of PTC, what was it, PTC 22? What the hell number? I have no idea. Remember we had that PTC and they were almost convinced it was going to be Vince? I even said it because they said it. They're like, PTC is going to be a tropical storm later today. Later today, PTC is gone. Okay. Well, anyway, this is old PTC trying to come back. No harm to anybody. Maybe Azores, I don't know. But there is a low pressure out here. This little guy, I looked at all the moisture maps this morning. It's just going to drift west, so it could bring some rain Central America, maybe up towards the Yucatan in a few days. So it's actually showing up here, this blob right here. So anyway, rain's heading. It's basically going to head towards Central America. 10%. No worries. Yet. Not likely. So here is today. Let's talk about today. So pretty significant. Orange, yellow, green. There's a little bit fresher map that just came out. They have a new one that comes out around 9 o'clock, I think. But yeah, we're going to talk about the weather fast bow tie. It's going to be a little iffy towards Saturday. I have a feeling this weekend for Florida. Thomasville, Terry, I know where that's at. We went up there and played college not too long ago. Good morning, Miss Valerie Bauer. Good morning, Miss Katie Haley. Yeah, avocado alert. Bananas and today is sponsored by bananas and avocados. So there we go. All right, so today, tomorrow. I saw some National Weather Service loss, or New Orleans. Notice the accent there. New Orleans. I don't know. I say New Orleans, but it's New Orleans. They were worried about nighttime tornadoes tonight. So, it is important. This whole upper Gulf region here. We're gonna do an estimated radar here. I'll show you the timing of this thing. And what's tough about the radar map, you got to understand the future radar maps is sometimes the cells that develop ahead of the line. So you don't get caught up on that big, dark, solid line of radar. You look at the little supercells that sometimes develop out in front. That's where the warm air still exists, higher humidity, dew points. So those are the little guys you got to worry about. But anyway, we could have nighttime tornadoes tonight. And it could extend towards the southeast, meaning tips, Florida Panhandle tomorrow. It's going to linger Wednesday. It looks like it's going to be out of here for Thanksgiving for most. If you're worried about Thanksgiving. But like I said, we got a secondary surge of storms possibly brewing Friday, Saturday. It's going to head towards the southeast, especially Florida. Now that's something I've been talking about. Nobody else has talked about this. All right, so here's what it looks like right now currently. This is your low level winds, and you can really see this thing dipping. So we got this big, strong dip in the jet stream, pulling up this warm Gulf moisture, and this is exactly what happens. So fascinating. Years ago I didn't really understand weather, and I'm self-taught, proud to say it. I didn't really understand anything and how things work, but it's completely so obvious, when you start looking at things and seeing how things work. You get a strong jet stream, competing winds, a lot of, you got strong winds, doing this way. You got these winds going that way. You got a lot of moisture in place, a lot of fuel from that Gulf warm air. So that's what happens. And this is a current look. So that's what's brewing. And then here's the graphic I posted earlier. This is what's coming on Friday. This is not the front line. This is the secondary surge. And I was a little surprised this morning that the last two, latest Euro, latest G, I'm just thinking about the attic right now. I'm like, oh my God. The perfect song for a day like today with the attic is Johnny Cash, One Piece at a Time, right? One tote at a time. I don't like doing this, and I hate doing it. I don't want to do it. Oh, God, I got to do it. But anyway, I was a little surprised today. The GFS and Euro are both showing the secondary surge popping up in the Gulf. So it could be sneaky. This is the tail end of a front, kind of like gets brewing, exactly what we just saw down in Miami and South Florida a couple days ago, last week. Leftover front line, spun up a little bit of low pressure, not tropical, but it is got a little spin, and you can see maybe Friday, Saturday, this could impact Florida. And when we're looking at this, I wanted to pull this up real quick. So when we talk about El Nino, you talk about a strong jet stream, right? Normally your jet stream is just basically one, but we got, one way up here basically, and then this is your Pacific jet stream. So you have two jet streams during an El Nino year, not much up here a lot of times, meaning that's why we don't have a lot of snow. And I'm going to show you the snow forecast. Doesn't look like we're going to have much snow for Thanksgiving for folks. But this is the jet stream on Friday, and you can just basically see very strong winds into Saturday morning. So this is going to help fuel some instability towards Florida on the weekend if there's any moisture attached. So we'll get into that here in a little bit too. I want to show you that. All right, let's look at all the models here. Let's look at what's coming ahead. Nope. I want to show you the latest SPC. So the latest SPC is this. Let's go to SPC detailed. Let's go to the South region. And look, it took me forever to find these maps. Here's today. All right, so this is the big news. This is the hatched area. So not very common in November, but this is, not a normal year with the El Nino. Hatched areas mean we could see EF2 or greater. That means the conditions are going to be there. Now, that doesn't mean everybody's going to get a tornado. Think back to the taco thing that I always share, right? A watch means there's conditions that could build a taco. A warning is there is a taco. So the ingredients are in place today for strong supercells, and they're worried about the areas in hatched that could become EF2 or greater. Now, brown areas typically have a tornado watch. Usually, more than not, brown 5% areas on tornado maps like this will end up having a watch. And unfortunately, like I said, the eastern part of this is overnight. And nighttime tornadoes obviously are the worst because you can't see them coming. You got to have alerts on. If you don't have your alerts on, not good. So always make sure you have weather radios, weather alerts, your phone alerts on, your phone's charged. Make sure your ringer's not off for nights like tonight. Of course, we could have hail, winds, et cetera, et cetera. But that's the big threat. Now, tomorrow, it gets interesting. We still have this line that could be kind of strong tomorrow, and it could extend all the way up to the Carolinas. So I'm going to show you future radar here right now. So this line could extend into Tuesday and actually a little bit into Wednesday before it clears on out of here. So here's tomorrow's storm outlook across the south, stretching all the way to Carolina. And then on Wednesday, there's a little bit of leftovers. Kind of losing, once the jet stream starts losing it and the fronts flatten out, your severe weather threat, reduces a little bit. But there could be a little bit more as this frontal line you'll see on Wednesday still hanging out before it's pretty much gone on Thursday. I do want to read, because I did not read. This is my reading of the day. I want to read about Friday. I didn't read about it. There still remains potential for frontal wave to develop over the Gulf of Mexico Friday as a cutoff low ejects northeast. Most guidance is trended towards a more suppressive Some remains for frontal wave to move over Florida, accompanied by a moist and favorably sheared warm sector. Aside from this, very limited. Okay, so they're watching this secondary little low that could be moist. Anyway, Matthew, good morning from St. Simons, Georgia. Miami, El Garage. I was in Miami. I was driving around Miami. I was streaming live in Miami from 1 a.m. till 5 a.m. I was live. I had 4 people watching. Maybe 5. Habanero's Dream. How's Belize doing today? Savannah Banana. William, I know we've been to one of those games. I was stubborn about it. I didn't think I'd like it, but I secretly did. Hey, we went to Janice Live this weekend and got to see Dylan Scott. That was a really cool concert. Little stage there. It was a lot of fun. It was a long weekend. Poor Emily. We were out late. She had to come back. We had to leave at 6 in the morning Sunday after being at a concert all night. So, hey, Chris Crowder. What are you doing, buddy? That's my buddy. What's up, Mr. Crowder? Shelly, this Chris Crowder is a friend of mine. So we have to watch him close. Yeah, Chris, you got to. So, Chris, listen, there could be some storms Friday heading your way. Later, probably Saturday. There's a Gulf surge of moisture heading towards Florida Saturday. So we got to talk about that. Let's look at the radar. All right, radar. So we know Thanksgiving snow chances have dwindled. I just posted the latest, so I apologize for getting everybody excited. Every year, I fail with snow maps early season. They fail, I fail for sharing them. We should know better by now. Long range snow maps do not work. They do not work at all. So no snow, it looks like, for the Smokies. All right. Let's look at the severe weather threat for today. Obviously, there they go. Boom. This is about 3 in the afternoon. This is about 1 p.m. today. You can just basically see these maps have a hard time picking up on supercells, but there's supercells out ahead of the main line. And you're going to see this line really take shape. This evening, this is 4 p.m. Tonight, here's 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. tonight. We're already starting to see, strong storms possibly across Mississippi, Louisiana. Some of these cells getting close down here out ahead of it as we get into the overnight hours. Here is midnight tonight. Midnight, right there, boom. Hard to tell, but midnight tonight, basically lower half of Louisiana towards Florida Panhandle to Alabama there. We could see some storms overnight. That's what they're worried about. New Orleans National Weather Service was talking about this yesterday. Overnight tornadoes possible tonight. So this is not ever a good setup. And as we get into 3, 4 in the morning tomorrow, here's that strong line. This is daybreak tomorrow, 6 a.m. See this line of storms near in Tallahassee. Upwards, so there's your main low. And look at this thing spinning, the future radar. Look at that. That's not a land cane or what. All right, so tomorrow, 10 a.m., there's our line. Starting to inch towards Carolinas. Tuesday, 11 a.m. We'll see if there's any strong storms. They do have it dark green, though, tomorrow. So they're thinking there could be enough warm air out ahead of this thing. We could see some stronger storms, Carolina, down through this line tomorrow. So this is tomorrow morning. And tomorrow evening, 5 p.m., there's your main line through Charlotte. So you get the idea. This line's going to be slowly flattening out, losing a little punch along the way. Cold air starts coming in. Now check this out. This is interesting. So Wednesday, 2 a.m., we're still seeing a line here. This thing's going to stall out a little bit. So we could see some pretty heavy rains Tuesday, Wednesday. This thing just pumps in some rain here, especially across the Big Bend area of Florida, northeastward. So this is overnight Wednesday morning, like 2 in the morning Wednesday. And then this model runs out of steam. This is Wednesday, 7 a.m. But look at that. I mean, it's a pretty classic front. It slows down. But look at this moisture. This is Wednesday, 7 a.m. You know? Let's look at a couple maps, and I'm going to go right into what's brewing down here in the Gulf. So this leftover low pressure area down here is going to be possibly something to watch. Could bring some rains for the western part of the Gulf on Thanksgiving, unfortunately. Most everybody else, though, looks like Thanksgiving's great. So we had signs of a nor'easter set up. This front's getting a little bit bigger push. Here's Wednesday morning. Here is Wednesday night. And here is very little snow showing, and we go to Thursday morning. Thanksgiving morning. Low pressure's spinning out of here. Still 986. Could be coastal. Could be some winds Thanksgiving morning, but looks like most of it's out of here. Here's that new surge developing. But the good news is for Thanksgiving morning, most of the eastern half of the U.S. here is okay. And then there's that little weird surge of Friday into Saturday morning, and then it's gone. So, you know, Friday and Saturday, it'll be interesting what that little bubble of juice is. Kind of weird. You know, Thursday morning, Friday morning. So we, you know, some of this could still reach Thanksgiving, unfortunately, if this little pop drifts out of the Gulf on Thanksgiving Day. Euro's been pretty consistent, showing the same exact thing now. Here, let's look at Thursday morning. So here's your Euro on Wednesday morning. There's your 998 pressure. Wednesday night, you know, again, it could be some windy, stormy weather in the northeast. Not showing a lot of snow with this. Thursday morning right here, boom, pretty clear for everybody. Thursday morning, here's that little surge developing, and could come up and bring some action towards Friday. Here's Friday morning, and here's Saturday morning. So that's not showing. The SPC is not talking about it, but it's interesting. I want to look at rainfall maps real quick. Let's look at rainfall. See what's being predicted. Let's go to the QPF page here. Here's day 1 today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, rain. Wednesday, there you go. Things are getting a lot better. Front moves out. Little bubble down here starting to brew. Thanksgiving Day, So this is more later this is more later into the evening hours, but still, you know, could be towards Friday morning. And then here's Friday and Saturday. So this kind of tells the whole story. Wednesday. This is Wednesday morning to Thursday morning, basically. There's your front. There's leftovers. We'll see what this little guy does. As far as snow goes, like I said, kind of teased it a little too much. It's new snow next 10 days on the latest Euro. Very traces here in the mountains. This could be really high elevation stuff. 1 inch, maybe. So there's still hope. If you're going to the mountains, you might see a trace of snow in the higher elevations. It's even showing 0.2 in Gatlinburg. This is mainly Wednesday this week, leading up to Thanksgiving. This is backside of the front as it leaves out of here. So, I mean, the Euro showed a few spotty areas, maybe some traces of snow. Heavier stuff, obviously, the more north you go. Quite a bit to the northeast. So, you know, a little bit in Pennsylvania here, but obviously, once we get into the northeast, you're going to, you know, as you do, you get snow. GFS showing, you know, a little less, but still New York northeastward. And GFS ain't showing anything for the mountains. Maybe a slight trace. So the big the big estimates of snow for Wednesday have backed off, but there's still hope if you're a Euro fan. So don't give up yet. NAM not showing anything either. So the NAM did really good on the snowfall potential for our last Gatlinburg snow event. So chances are very low. So anyway, I remember Hurricane Kate. Yep, Terry, we talked about that once. What's up, Mr. Will Parker from Beaufort, South Carolina? Ed Gato, is that right? Where you at, Ed? Where are you talking about? Oh, up north, ice. I think he was talking about the Great Red Lakes region, Ed. I have some great winter maps. I guess I need to put those on there. I usually wait till hurricane season's over. But we got ice. We should have an ice map here. I thought we did. Frozen, rain or frozen. Not really. I mean, I don't see anything significant. What if I save my winter map? Let me see if I saved it over here. I don't know if that's online or not. No, damn it. I had some. Oh, here we go. Here's an old page. These are some of my winter maps. So yes, all right. So here's some ice potential maps, but it's there. I mean, yellow is where you really take note. Blue's not, blue's. So yeah, there could be. This is ice in the backside of that front coming down. This is through the 23rd. So yeah, I mean, there you go. This is not the worst, but yes, there could be some ice potential on the backside of the front that comes through Wednesday morning. We'll see. 21 is Tuesday, 22 through Thursday morning. So this is more like probably Wednesday ice. I'll start working on my ice maps. I added a bunch of new stuff last year with winter maps. Who likes winter? Who like? So anyway, let's talk about what that noise means. It means somebody's at the front door, but we can turn them off. Little Debbie Xmas or Christmas cakes are out. What do they taste like, Mark Hall? The little Debbie cakes, little Christmas cakes. Jeff, they come with shrimp shells. Yep. The storm last week in Miami was a classic shrimp hurricane. It was a hurricane that wasn't a hurricane. I almost think they're going to reanalyze this system next year or off season, and God, it sure looked like something tropical. Everybody thinks it looked tropical. I mean, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck and poops like a duck, must be Howard. Crazy. Woo! All right. Do I want to build a snowman? All right. So last thing I want to show here is all right. So we know we got some severe. Let's look at some high graphics here for today across the southeast. A lot of storm chasers are up there. I think we'll just keep it right back to Upper Gulf. Let me go back to Upper Gulf. Hang on. So a couple of things we can look at. You look at supercell maps. These are pretty telling. And as the colors start to really intensify here at the Texas-Louisiana line about 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon, then they really get popping. Anytime you see reds and yellows, we got these supercell potentials. So this is basically about 6 p.m. tonight. The cluster of blue there as it goes off. All these, anything in the bluish, lightish blue teal area. This is overnight. Unfortunately, this is around the midnight hour tonight. So that area is possible supercells, which could mean tornadoes. Obviously, significant tornadoes kind of follow the same map. And unfortunately, this is throughout the whole day today. Here's, again, midnight tonight. And we could see this stretch towards the panhandle overnight into tomorrow morning. Some of your shear indicators just kind of showing you the instability in the atmosphere. Definitely very strong today across Mississippi Valley here going. All things are lining up, The one graphic that really shows the best would be the U.S. map here showing the dip in the jet here. Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's look at, do we have 300 millibar on here? I don't think we really do. I thought we did. We didn't. But 500 a little better. You can kind of see this dip. Wind shear map might be better to look at. Here's your wind shear map. Let's see if it shows a little bit. About the same. I mean, this is basically your big dip in the jet into the Thanksgiving weekend. You saw that cutoff low, right? This is kind of what they're talking about. This little piece gets hanging out here on Wednesday, and it could drive storms in the Gulf beginning little cutoff low over Mexico and Texas there. So out ahead of that, we could see these storms Friday and Saturday develop from that little guy that popped off there. You can see it good right here too on the 700 millibar. There's that secondary little surge out here on Thursday, going into Florida on Friday, and it all kind of started here with this big dip, and a little piece got left behind, and then it ends up saying, "Come with me, come with me, wait for me." It's like a little hunter running after Louis. Wait. But that's it. I mean, it's weather in a nutshell. There's a good shot, 300 mil. That's the one I was looking at. This is today. So here's your jet stream. Really good shot of the jet stream showing you that big dip. And then a little kink here coming Thursday that could bring a little pop of storms. So that'll be interesting to watch. I mean, nothing to worry about. But obviously, it's kind of brewing. Here's what it could look like Friday. About 7 p.m. Let's go there. Here, 10 p.m. So Friday night, here's the euro. This is that cutoff low. Got a little spin to it. This is Friday noon. So, if anything was to happen on Friday, we could start to see something out here. And again, it's all jet stream fuel. There's a lot of upper level winds. And it would push through the state pretty quick. This is Friday night, 10 p.m. GFS is really close on the timing. This is Friday night, 10 p.m. So, GFS is consistent. Friday afternoon, Euro is 2. Icon is 2. So, 3 models showing potential leftover frontal line coming back into Florida on Friday. So, we'll keep an eye on that. At this point, nothing to stress about. Just be aware there's something brewing possibly. A lot of high wind alerts out here ahead of this storm. All these little light brown areas are wind advisories for today. Definitely got them in the mountains. Unfortunately, we got a red flag warning here due to our ongoing drought and low humidity. So we got a really high wind warning across the upper elevation maps of Gatlinburg. So high wind warning in effect tonight, 2 p.m. to tomorrow. This is Gatlinburg, high wind warning, red flag warning, not good. Not good. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We don't want to see anything popping up there with fires, that's for sure. Winds get quite gusty. What they're saying here with the high wind warning for Gatlinburg, at least 20, 25 mile hour. Gust to 80. Holy crap. That's a lot of wind. Jeez. Let's look at another. Let's go back to 80 hurricane force winds in Gatlinburg. Oh, I just repaid my Windy, by the way. He keeps warning me, but I paid. Let's see. Wind gust. Let's go to the mountains. Let's see what we got. That's a lot of wind for the mountains. All right. So let's see here. Later tonight. Woo! Man, look at that. Tomorrow morning, they're saying 80 mile an hour. This is Euro. Usually Euro's like really underestimated, but man, where's the Gatlinburg at? So Seaverville, Knoxville. Yeah, higher. I mean, obviously the higher elevations, but geez, that's crazy. Oh, look at that patch of wind. Jeez. This is tomorrow morning. 64. NAC is saying 80 mile an hour wind gusts are possible. We're going to see there's going to be a hurricane in Gatlinburg. I'm not hyping it. I should make a TikTok though. TikTok likes those dramatic headlines. That's tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. There will be snowmen rolling down the road. Wow, that's big weather. I didn't even know that was coming. So high wind warnings for the mountains tonight and tomorrow. See, we learned so much together. Here's the tropics map. Look at this. I didn't want to share it because we have two yellow things out there. I was like torn. This is our global tropics hazards map. It came out late last week, but not showing anything, right? I mean, come on, we're talking Christmas time almost. We shouldn't be talking tropics. And they were saying no tropic activity. But we got two yellow circles, so we'll see about that. Gatlicane, that's funny. Gatlinburg, Gatlincane. Usually it's Gatlinburg, now it's Gatlincane. Oh, KB in Florida. So glad for the compliment there. What was it like on the cruise? Was it rough? Were people getting sick? It was bad. We're going on a cruise in late December. Excited about it. Surge forecast, Jeff. It'd almost be worth flying up there and do like a funny video where you're like drinking a beer and having the wind blow it out of the cup before it reaches your glass. Oh, that'd be crazy. All right, so nothing there. Christmas time's coming. Let's talk about a couple cool gifts you can get. So Furman, obviously, our big partner here, 30% off. We have a link right here. So all their awesome products, 30% off. They have the electric power now, which is my best friend. They have all kinds of, even littler things. You can get swag now. So you can get some hats and koozies and stickers. And they even sell a log splitter. That's a massive log splitter. Refurbished deals are amazing. You can get a refurbished little guy like here for $499. Actually, I wonder if it applies. Did I click my link here? Let's see. I didn't click my link. Let me click my link and see if it applies to that. Because if it did, that'd be the most amazing deal on the planet. I have a little refurbished dual fuel here. Let's see. Check out. Let's see. Oh my God, they applied it to that. Jeez, that's like giving it away. All right, let me clear out my cart here and do it again. Let's remove this. All right, so when you click the 30 off link, they have the best support, by the way. They actually have live support. Real people. They have people. All right, so refurbished dual fuel. This is the ones you can't even hear running practically. All right, so it's $499, but when you check out, it's $350 for a generator that you can't even hear running. You can take this tailgating, Take it to your softball games. Take it to the beach. Some beach. You can't beat that. $350. I shared a picture of Sarah this week wearing the Hurricane Watchdog shirts. People ask me where the heck to go. Well, right up here, Shop MWP Gear right here. You can get an awesome Christmas present. It helps support the page. Do you know that I am actually a content creator? That is, I guess, my profession if you had to do it. So if you appreciate the content that I share, these are ways to support, and the shirts are great, especially when the website works. Here we go. This is the shirt that Sarah had on yesterday. It was the Hurricane Watchdogs. Louie and Hunter. You don't have to get a drinking shirt. So Sarah was sporting a blue Hurricane Watchdog shirt in a light Viking purple. It looks just like them. All right, so then last but not least, let's talk about Tempest, because they have an amazing deal. 10% off their weather stations. And we get a little kickback, not a lot, but, hey, it pays for the beer. Plus, I think it's an awesome unit. I don't support anything I don't believe in, but they have, my opinion, the best weather station on the planet. By far, the best. So if you got a weather lover that loves weather, then it's the most, and no more of those funny little things that spin around. It's all self-contained. There's no water. There's no raindrop container that has to like fill up and clunk and fill up and clunk and like a seesaw. It uses new technology where it actually hears the raindrops on its head. It plays a song. No, it doesn't. Raindrops on my head. Keep them coming. All right. Enough being goofy. All right, we covered a lot of great weather, I hope. Yo, Mike, what's up, Nick White? That rhymed. Many had to stay in a room. An excursion boat sank in Nassau. It was rough. God, I had a good friend on there. I hope I didn't text them to find out how their cruise went, but I have a bad feeling it was rough for them. Seas ahead. Let's look at that real quick. I don't know if this front's really going to be anything. Let's see. I don't think that we have anything to worry about with seas with this front. Normal, maybe a little bit, but nothing out of the normal. This is through Thanksgiving. So this is through Friday. Here, let's go a little farther. Nothing's really showing. I mean, this is our midweek front. This is Wednesday and Thursday, obviously. But yellow's 10, not the worst. So nothing's really showing up. Obviously, our next front would be coming down, but this was too far away to get predicting that far out. But far out, dude. Oh, well. So, I feel like people. Did everybody watch Pee Wee Herman? Like, yay! What you gonna eat for Thanksgiving? Oh, I like turkey. Only drinking coffee. How you doing, Harold? I have an impersonator, Shelly. There's only one me. That's the guy that gets in trouble. Whatever. Yeah, I had to read chat because I seen all the comments. I'm like, anyway, I'm working myself up for the attic. You know how I always say cold attic air? Well, it's cold. It's hot attic air right now. Oh, God, I'm so hungry. Thanksgiving sushi rolls. Man, my mom makes... we're eating Thanksgiving, Mom and Dad. They're still cooking. I can't believe it. 86, 83. Unbelievable. Yep, so we have a big turkey, mashed potatoes, and squash. And, oh, my God. She makes green bean casserole and gravy. And What else? Stuffing. Once a year we eat stuffing. Julie's the only one who eats cranberries, so they brought those for her. And my dad likes pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't know why. I never liked pumpkin pie, but I don't. And what else they make? It's really good. I don't know. Squash. I love orange squash. Whew, I'm so hungry. All right. Well, as always, I really enjoyed doing this, y'all. I hope I shared some valuable weather information. If you're on TikTok, look for me in this hat. This is called Weather in a Nutshell. I think we hit 250,000 followers now. Let me see. I have more people now telling me that they follow me only over there, and I'm like, well, I'm actually everywhere else. Why I can't? Oh, this is my bad shirt. This is my Talladega shirt. It's all stretched out though. I hate stretched out t-shirts. Let's see here. TikTok 247. Nah, so close. We'll hit 250. Laura doesn't like pumpkin pie either. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like it. I don't like it. John Williams, you're welcome, buddy. Susan, enjoy the day. Thank you. Tropical Troubles, mac and cheese. My kids love chicken fingers and mac and cheese. No tornado. Oh, tornado forecast, Bill. Are you kidding me, Bill Barclay? There's a big tornado worry today across the south. We have a hatched area up, which is not good. So Brown is pretty much anybody in the Brown area into that hatched area, EF2 plus possible. So yeah, big worry today. This is stretching east through the night. We're gonna have overnight tornadoes, it looks like, and then tomorrow we can see some more action all the way to the Carolinas. So yes, pay attention. Hope that's fine, Bill. Hey, I'm glad you asked the question. I'm glad that I was able to help with weather. But we do go live at 9:19 a.m. every day. Just not on the weekends. Oh, Volk. Let's go get Hunter, because we didn't have him last week. And Emily, if you're watching in Melbourne, Emily, that's our new best friend. Let me get Hunter. Hunter, he gets so spunky in the morning. I love this little guy. Now he's excited. Hunter purrs like a kitty cat because he gets so excited. Now he's purring. We have the only Frenchie on the planet. Listen to this dog. He's purring. He's purring. This dog is a cat. Final questions, Shelly says. I like that. Yeah, we should end the 10 minutes with questions. Oh, little Hunter. I love this little guy. I love my little guy. He's such a good boy. Oh, I'm looking forward to our nap, buddy. I'm going to take all that stuff out of the attic and we're going to take a nap. It was a rough week for me. Storm chasing down in Miami. Got 1 hour of sleep. And then we did our live on Friday, and then we got up at 6. We left the house at 6 on Saturday to go to Bradenton. So we got up at 5. We were at Bradenton. We had to drive home, get dressed, go to the Dylan Scott concert. We got home at 1 Saturday night. Got up at 5. Went back to softball. We were there all day yesterday. Got home at 9. Had to make some phone calls, so I went to Chili's. Got to bed at 11:30, midnight. Got up today a little late. Shelly knows the story, right? I slept in. It was like daylight, and I freaked out. And I yelled to Julie. I'm like, Julie! Well, I forgot the kids are out of school, and I was just panicked because we forgot about the kids. But your internal clock, when the older you get, I don't know how it works. I don't even have a watch. I haven't had a watch in 6 months. I believe I have an internal clock. So I knew the kids weren't going to school today, but I instantly thought that we forgot the kids to get them on the bus, you know? So I was just saying, it's been a whirlwind. And, going 24 hours storm chasing is rough. That night, we had dinner with Mom and Dad at Cody's. And I left at like 7 to go to Miami. So it was a long week, so I'm dragging a little bit. I'm excited. Anyway, yes, we're trying to get the word out. James Van Fleet, he's trying to become your official weather cruiser forecaster. He would be, I don't know if he's 100% operational yet. But yeah, we look at weather trends, right? So we were seeing this dip in the jet last week, I think. We saw the secondary surge coming. You're going to start hearing more people talking about that for Florida on Friday into Saturday. Not like not seeing too much of a storm chance yet, but you never know, man, with that jet stream, you know. We're in El Nino winter now, and we're seeing the effects of that twice now. We saw tornadoes a few weeks back in Florida. Then we just saw record rains down in South Florida with record winds from a no-name storm. I bet you, I wonder if some of these are picking up low pressure. I'm very curious here. Watch this. I bet you. So here is 23rd. And see, even the Euro's picking up low pressure. Now this is not organized. This is not a storm. It's just letting you know that it's picking up a low pressure spot. And this would be Thanksgiving towards the southeast and Florida into the weekend. So we'll see about this little low pressure. I don't know if we get any color on it or not. Let's see. I like using the same words over and over again. Secondary surge. Nah, so obviously it's not tropical, obviously, but I feel bad for the snow forecast again, man. I do this every year. I get everybody excited on these snow maps, and they always end up failing us miserably. Northeast here, we don't really get. Let's just do East Coast. This is Tropical Tidbits, by the way. We use that a lot. Thank you, Mr. Levi. Here is snowfall through Friday, and you can see it pretty much stops here, Virginia's. Now, last night, 00Z, a little farther south, a few little dots here and there in the mountains. Last night's 18Z. You can see every trend has been a little deeper, but not really showing much. The latest, obviously, quite a bit here. The Euro's showing a lot more than this, actually. Snowfall potential for the Northeast. Most of that falls on Wednesday. Let's see here. Snowfall. Yeah, see, it's not even showing. So I don't think we're going to see much in the Smokies, man. I'm not a snow forecaster. All right, let's go. Let's see. We got tomorrow's Tuesday, storms today. Very important to get the word out. We got a really strong developing line of storms to watch through the night tonight. So that's the big story. We'll see what really happens. All right. If we don't see tomorrow, South Carolina for tomorrow, Heather. There's storms tomorrow, Heather. Listen. Here's tomorrow. Look. Pretty much all of South Carolina tomorrow. So, yes, this front line is going to make it your way. And very likely you're going to see some rain, at least tomorrow, as this front line comes through. So here's Tuesday, 9 a.m. It's coming. 1 p.m. tomorrow. And then the big line falls behind. This is tomorrow afternoon. And it's going to come through. And it's going to linger into Wednesday. Here's Wednesday, 7 a.m. So you could potentially have a lot of rain in South Carolina tomorrow and it lingering into Wednesday before it finally escapes off into the Atlantic. So no lives, Kenneth, on Thanksgiving, obviously. We'll see about Friday. Hoping for Friday. Shelly, we're gonna do a 12-hour marathon on Friday. Hey, it's 99. I never say 100% in the weather world, Shelly. I don't think I would have a place to live if I tried to do a live on Thanksgiving morning. Oh, yeah, Tropical Troubles, the tornado chances your way. I think I shared a lot of it. Let's see. I mean, at this point, I do like the supercell map here on weather models. It kind of shows you, we can still have some strong stuff tomorrow across Florida. This is tomorrow morning. This is the concern overnight, obviously. This is around midnight tonight. There could be some really supercells. Oh, and this is still ongoing 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and then here's tomorrow morning daybreak, and we could still see some pop here tomorrow as things start to peter out. Our front starts petering out. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thanks to all my supporters and all the sponsors we got. A lot of great family, and met some awesome people again this weekend. Big shout out to my buddies here from Southbound 75. We're going to do some partying with them. Totally love their music. Could not believe they were huge fans of the page. It was really odd. I did a TikTok showing them and how much I love them, and it turned out so. We're gonna have a band fest with Andy Simmons and Southbound 75. We're gonna have rock and country. All right. So tomorrow, I didn't want to show and tell too much, but I had somebody send me an awesome Seth sent me a shirt I'm going to show tomorrow from USF. So that'll be tomorrow's agenda. Wish me luck in the attic, please. I need it. Magically, if I could just snap my finger like Bewitched, Nope, didn't work. I was hoping this stuff would just magically appear. Nope. So my goal is to be on the couch by 2. All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay weather aware. Definitely, it's a serious day for the Upper Gulf. Springtime pattern to watch for. And then happy Thanksgiving. If I don't see you until then. All right. Bye-bye.